0.25 metric cube at a height of 1 meter, a tank of volume 0.25 metric cube at a height of 1 meter contains water at a level of h height. A tank of volume 0.25 metric cube at a height of 1 meter contains water at a level of h height. Full stop. चल गया सर? Okay, online students, write down a question. A tank of volume A tank of volume 0.25 metric cube at a height of 1 meter contains the water at a level of h height. Full stop. The inlet flow rate to the tank the inlet flow rate to the tank is 0.05 metric cube per minute. The inlet flow rate to the tank is 0.05 metric cube per minute. Full stop. The outlet flow rate varies with height. The outlet flow rate varies with height of liquid level. The outlet flow rate varies with the height of liquid level as F naught is equals to 0.1 h. The outlet flow rate varies with the height of liquid level as F naught is equals to 0.1 h, where F naught is outlet flow rate in metric cube per minute. Flow rate in metric cube per minute, and h is the height of liquid level, and h is the height of liquid level. Full stop. At time t is equals to 0, the inlet flow rate changes suddenly from its nominal value of 0.05 metric cube per minute to 0.15 metric cube per minute. 0.05 से लेकर 0.15 तक चेंज हुई है, and stays there. Full stop. Calculate the time required. Yes, I am going to repeat, don't worry, just a second. Calculate the time required calculate the time required to the water level in the tank to reaches to a level of 0.7 meter. Then, okay, solve this thing and tell me the answer. Don't worry, मैं क्वेश्चन लिख रहा हूं आपका बोर्ड पे. Okay, you can note it down from there. अरे डिस्कशन का कौन कर रहा है? डिस्कशन क्यों कर रहे हो? पेपर में डिस्कशन करोगे? तो क्वेश्चन में आप समझाने जाओगे उसको? बताओ। हाँ सर क्या? This is the question, online students. You need to solve this question and tell me the answer. What is the time that it will take to reach as 0.7 meter? Simple question. See, I will not going to give you a break, okay, for 20 minutes or for 18 minutes or 25 minutes. I'll simply leave this class, okay, earlier. Or we can leave this class at around 1:30, okay, 1:40. That's because we are not giving them some break, okay. अगर ब्रेक चाहिए तो फिर क्लास को एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं फॉर अनदर 1.5 आवर. ब्रेक क्यों देना सर? एक साथ इकट्ठी क्लास ले लो. Online students got this point? Okay. If you are facing any difficulty in the question, you can ask me right now. Tell me the answer. We need time. You don't know the H value.
Just H, the water level.
Yeah.
So the answer will be in terms of H.
No. Answer is not in terms of H. That's the beauty of this question. हाँ सर. Yeah, that's the thing. See, that's a similar thing that you have asked me at the time of calculation of derivation. सर ये कैसे होगा? उसी का आंसर है. हाँ बताइए सर.
Sir, wait a minute.
I'm waiting, and I'm still waiting for your response. You have explained me that particular process. In that way, you can easily calculate the value of H. पेन तो अच्छा है आपके. और खुशबू वाला पेन है क्या?
नहीं सर, नॉर्मल है.
अच्छा नॉर्मल है. अच्छा इसका क्या फायदा होता है इस लाइन का?
सर, नॉर्मल. फायदा तो कुछ नहीं.
ओपन नहीं होता है.
सर, या तो ये है या तो ये है.
ये क्या मतलब होता है? दो आंसर कैसे हो सकते हैं क्वेश्चन के?
सर, मैं बस यहाँ कंफ्यूज हूँ कि हमारे पास ये जो इनलेट का ये जो डिफरेंस है इसको लेना है या फिर सिर्फ 0.15।
क्यों, ये क्यों दिक्कत आ रही है इसमें?
तो सर मेरी वैल्यू फिर ये 249.99
कैसे?
जो सर मैं आपको समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ, जो मैंने समझाया अगर गलत हो तो आप मुझे समझा देना।
न मत समझाओ, मनन को पता चल जाएगा, आपके बगल वाले भैया को। हाँ जी, स्टार्ट तो करो।
स्टार्ट करो। ये मिनट काफी सही लगता है सुनने में।
0.55 minutes. In seconds, what is the answer?
सर सेकंड पर
0.55 minutes.
सर मेरा है 249 या फिर 208.3 मिनट।
Hurry up. Yes, water is at height 1 meter. A tank of volume 0.2 metric cube at a height of 1 meter contains water at a level of h height. The inlet flow rate to the tank is 0.05 metric cube per minute. The outlet flow rate varies as F naught is equals to 0.1 h. At t is equals to 0, the inlet flow rate changes suddenly from this to this. That is 0.05 metric cube per minute to 0.15 metric cube per minute and stays there. Calculate the time required for the tank level, okay, require the water for water level in the tank to reaches to the level of 0.7 meter. So this is the final state of height, but we don't know the initial state. This is the final state, na? But we don't know the initial state because initial state is not given to us. You need to calculate the initial states, and that is your hint for this question.
इनिशियल 1 मीटर नहीं।
मुझे क्या पता? I don't know. मेरे को क्वेश्चन पता, आंसर भी नहीं पता, बताओ कहां से बता दूं आपको आंसर? मैं खुद आपके सामने सॉल्व करूंगा, वरना इनको बता देता आंसर सही है इनका, राइट? या फिर आपको बता देता। मेरे पास क्वेश्चंस है बस, उनके आंसर्स नहीं है, क्योंकि फायदा नहीं रखने का आंसर्स।
I have used this equation. So h of t plus 0.7.
Why it is 1 meter above? बताइए। Online students getting the answer? Yes or no? What is the initial flow rate? Both are same, no? 0.05. We know one thing. This is a tank. Right. This is Qi. This is Q naught. Take Q naught is equals to F naught. That is not the case. Okay. This is the height. And we want a time. Okay, this is HS. We want a time that the level reaches to the 0.7. If I able to anticipate this HS, my equation will be easier, much easier, right, to solve. We know one thing. What is that thing? Initial inlet flow rate is there, but we don't know the initial outlet flow rate. But we know one thing, that q naught, sorry, qi minus q naught is equals to what? A dh by dt. It is not zero right now. It is not in terms of ss, na. Now we can write qi ss minus q naught ss. It will become zero. Now it will become zero, na, right? And we know this thing, that is 0.05 is equals to q naught ss. Yes or no? This is the case. Okay. We know one thing for sure, that f naught, or you can say q naught, is equals to 0.1 h, and we know one thing, that q naught is equals to what? H by r. So we can convert into this form. So can I write this as what? H by 10. So this r will becomes 10, right? Now we know one thing for sure. What is q naught ss? That is equals to hss divided by 10. We know the value of q naught ss. That is 0.05 is equals to hss divided by 10. So from here we can easily able to calculate the value of hss, that is equals to what? 0.5 meter. Till now everything is clear or not? Yes or no? Yes. अब clear हो रहा है, थोड़ा बहुत है ना. Now we know this thing, we know this thing. Now we know one equation also, that is y, capital Y, or you can say capital H of t is equals to what? Small h t minus small h t at ss is equals to what? mkp 1 minus e power minus t by tau p, right? But we need to calculate the value of kp and tau p. What is kp here? kp is r and r is your 10, right? What is tau p? Tau p is equals to a into r, area into resistance. What is area? The height of the height of the tank is 1 meter. The height of the tank is 1 meter, right? So volume is equals to area into h. Area is equals to 0.25 meter square, right? Now यहां तक तो अब क्या करना आगे? यही था ना? हाँ यही था. उसके बाद चेंज क्या था आपका? दिस चेंज, राइट? तो इसमें चेंज था आपका, दिस इज द इनलेट ना, दिस इज द इनलेट चेंज, राइट? एंड इनलेट चेंज इज योर व्हाट? दिस m, and this is step input na, because sudden change is there and it will remain there consistently, right? So this m will becomes what? So m is equals to 0.15 minus 0.05, that is equals to 0.1, right? So from here we can also say that this one, so ht minus hsst, what is that thing? Final value 0.7, initial value 0.5, right? And this is your what? M is your 0.1. What is kp? Kp is 10. 1 minus e power minus t by what is tau p? A into r. So what is the value of a? 0.25. What is the value of r? 10. 2.5. 2.5. Right? It will becomes what? This will becomes 0.2, right, is equals to 1 minus e power minus t by 2.5. This is the thing now, or you can say e power minus t by tau p dash is 2.5 is equals to 0.8, or you can say minus t by 2.5 is equals to ln 0.8, और क्या बोल सकते हैं, और ये बोल सकते हैं दैट t इज इक्वल्स टू 2.5 इंटू ln 10/8, ये भी बोल सकता हूँ ना मैं, राइट। नाउ अगर आपका कैल्सी नहीं है तो आप क्या कहोगे, सर t इज इक्वल्स टू 2.5 इंटू ln 10 कितना होता है, 1, so 1 minus ln 10 is not 1 na, yes, that's why I'm saying, asking you about this thing. Okay, 2.303, 25, 25 minus, what is ln 8, ln 8 is your what, 3 into ln 2, yes, 2.079, or go with this way if you don't have any calci, because some exam you don't have any calci, right, or simply write what is the value of ln 10.8, 10/8, okay. So from here what is the value of t, कितनी आ रही है बताओ, पॉइंट 0.557 minutes is the answer. And this is second or in minutes, इतना बता दो बस. Okay, that's the answer that you will get. Online students, everything is clear till now? कैसे करना है हमें, yes or no, hurry up, tell me. Write down in your comment box if you understand these things, say yes or no so we can move forward. आप दोनों को क्लियर है और आप सबको भी क्लियर है, ओके. Okay, now write down for the same question, write down. Okay, wait, हाँ okay, वेट कर रहा हूँ, डोंट वरी, वेटिंग. सो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस गेट में आते हैं, ज्यादा टफ क्वेश्चन नहीं आते, सिंपल क्वेश्चंस. अब जो क्वेश्चन मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ वो ऐसे भी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, जो आपने पूछा ना ओवरफ्लो का, उससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है ये, राइट. सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज देख लेते हैं ना कैसे होता है. ओके, राइट डाउन. So in my universities, in my center, I have taken a class. That class contains around 140 students, right? One student is there, is from I don't know from which part of that country is there. He was asking, sir, after the completion of all that things, okay, after completion of that economics part in plant design economics, he's saying, sir, what is the difference between simple interest and the compound interest? After the completion of all economics, plant design economics, he was asking, sir, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? एब्सर्ड क्वेश्चन था ये, मतलब पूरे इकोनॉमिक्स करने के बाद आप ये पूछ लो कि कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट और सिंपल इंटरेस्ट होता क्या है. तो बच्चों ने उसे नहीं छोड़ा क्लास के बाद. वो कहते हैं घर चल तुझे हम बताते हैं. Okay, write down question. For the same data, for the same data, for the same question, calculate, for the same data, the previous question, calculate the time required, calculate the time required for the tank, calculate the time required for the tank to begin overflow. For the same data, the same question, calculate the time required for the tank to overflow. अब इससे आपका भी क्लियर हो जाएगा चीज, राइट? कैलकुलेट द टाइम रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द टैंक टू बिगिन ओवरफ्लो. टैंक ओवरफ्लो कब होगा वो टाइम निकालना है आपको, राइट? Online students got the point? Understand the question? Second part, you need to calculate the time at which the tank will begins to overflow. अब कीजिए क्वेश्चन. इट इज प्रोग्रामेबल ना? प्रोग्रामेबल.
Yes. It's still good.
कह दो सर सब मोह माया है ना? हर रोज है ना, सोने से पहले ये अपने आप से पूछ के सोना, हमने आज अच्छा क्या किया है अपने लिए, औरों के लिए नहीं, पहले अपने लिए, फिर कहना औरों के लिए, राइट? कि हमने कुछ ऐसा तो नहीं कर दिया जिससे कि परमात्मा हम पे नाराज हो, राइट? पहले अपने पे वर्क करो, फिर आप किसी और पे वर्क कर पाओगे. अब खुद ही सही नहीं हो तो औरों को कैसे सही करोगे, राइट? पूछना अपने आप से हर रोज रात को, आपकी अंतरात्मा से एक आवाज आएगी, चल मैं तुझे बताता हूँ तूने कितने अच्छे काम किए हैं. क्यों अंसारी साहब, सही कहा ना? आप करते हो ऐसा? सर पता ही चलता कब सो जाते हैं, गेम खेलते खेलते या बात करते करते, है ना? बताइए आंसर, टेल मी द आंसर. व्हाट हैपेंड?
1.73 minutes.
Hurry up, online students. We don't have much time. Tell me the answer. Write down in the comment box. For the same question, for the same data, previous data, you need to calculate the time required for the tank to begin overflow. इससे आपको पता चलेगी what is the actual definition of self-regulatory system. The definition that I have taught you is the incomplete definition. After this question, you will see the actual definition of self-regulatory system. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. So, okay, you are getting 1 point. Online students are getting 1.732. You all are getting 1.732. Okay. Simple question. Okay, but there is a catch. A loophole is there. लूपहोल है बहुत बड़ा, बहुत बड़ी धांधलेबाजी हुई है इस क्वेश्चन में. मोए मोए हो गया आजकल के टाइम में, आपको पता भी नहीं चला. हाँ बताइए, begins to overflow, what is the meaning? That the height that it will achieve is 1 meter, final height. So this h will becomes 1 minus initial is 0.5 is equals to same 1 minus e power minus t by 2.5. What is the answer? This is the answer na, that you are getting, right? So you are saying that it will take this much amount of time to overflow, to overflow. But what is the meaning of that overflow means? What is the meaning? It's a unbounded, it becomes unbounded, na? It becomes unbounded. So I am providing a bounded input to a first order system and I am getting an unbounded output. Is it possible according to the definition of self-regulatory? What we have discussed, that my first order tank system is a self-regulatory system. Okay, if I am providing a step change in the input, I will get some output. Okay, it will fix in such a way that it will not going to overflow, that we have discussed. But here it will becomes overflow at t is equals to 1.732 minutes. But how it is possible? Because it is going to violate the definition of self-regulatory system. So how it is possible?
T equal to 1.732, it reaches the maximum height but won't overflow.
My question is what? क्वेश्चन मैंने क्या पूछा था आपसे? At what time it will begins to overflow? This is the time. This is the time, but it violates the second part, that is self-regulatory system part, right? So the definition that we have discussed previously is not the complete definition. Okay, so write down, add in that definition, write down, add कर लीजिए उस definition में. मैंने क्या लिखवाई थी, मेरे को ये बता दो पहले. तेज तेज बोलो. The system
Those system can regulate themselves without need of any controller or any human intervention
is a,
are known as self-regulatory system.
उसके बाद लिखिए are known as self-regulatory system, but it is stable, but it is stable, but it is stable when it exists, but it is stable when it exists within the limits, but it is stable when it exists within the limits, but it exists within the limits, right? And and just a second, within the limits, this is the complete definition, this is the complete definition of self-regulatory system, right? एक बार पढ़ लीजिए आप, जितना जो क्वेश्चन करवाया ना मैंने, एक बार एनालाइज कर लीजिए इसको. उसके बाद एक पॉइंट और लिखवाना है मुझे. हाँ, उसके बाद लिखिए, राइट डाउन, आफ्टर दिस राइट डाउन, this theory also helpful, this theory is also helpful to find the, this theory is also helpful to find the range of input, to find the range of input or the limits of input, or limits of input, or the upper and lower, or the upper and lower limit of capacity, or upper and lower limit of capacity. कि जो कैपेसिटी है, जो टैंक होल्ड कर सकता है, उसकी अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट बताता है. So when I am saying how much time it will take to overflow means what? It is actually telling you the limits. Okay, within which limit it will behave as a self-regulatory system. Right? Beyond that limit, it will not behave like a self-regulatory system. So it will provide you the upper and lower limit basically. Right? Online students got the point? Yes or no? Because the meaning of that thing is but it violates. It violates. ऐसा कभी होगा ही नहीं. बट कब होगा? हमें डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा कि अगर हम कह रहे हैं, इफ आई एम सेइंग सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी सिस्टम, दैट मीन्स माई आउटपुट ओके विल एग्जिस्ट विद इन द लिमिट. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था ना, इफ अ सिस्टम इज बाउंडेड, okay, that is not a complete statement. A system is bounded is when it exists within the limit, within the prescribed limit जो हम डिसाइड करते हैं. अगर उससे ज्यादा चला गया तो वो अनबाउंडेड हो जाएगा. राइट? सो एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर टिल नाउ? थोड़ा थोड़ा एक और क्वेश्चन लिखते हैं, उसके बाद क्लियर हो जाएगा सारा. राइट? यू वांट मोर क्वेश्चंस और नॉट? जस्ट टेल मी. कितने सेटिस्फाइड हो? वी वांट मोर. ओके, तो मोर चाहिए तो लीजिए फिर. ओके, ये थोड़ा इजी क्वेश्चन है. ओके, राइट डाउन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ट्रांसफर फंक्शन, दिस इज अ गेट क्वेश्चन. राइट डाउन which of the following transfer function is having a negative initial slope? Which of the following transfer function is having a negative initial slope? So here they are saying it's a gate question. You need to check in which year this gate questions are there. Okay, so you need to check कि gate question कब आया था, in which year they have introduced this question in the exam. Okay, so which of the following is a transfer function is having a negative slope? Right? Options are option A 1 upon s plus 1 minus 2 upon s plus 4. Option B 1 upon s plus 1 plus 2 upon s plus 4. You need to calculate negative initial slope. Remember this thing. C part is 1 upon s plus 1 plus 2 upon s minus 4. Option D 1 upon s minus 1 plus 2 upon s minus 4. Negative initial slope. Hurry up. Negative initial slope. You have only 1 minute. No, not 1 minute, 30 seconds. So how can calculate the negative initial slope? Initial slope means what? These are the transfer functions ना. S domain में है. S domain work करेगा, right? So negative initial slope means slope means what? If I multiply, this is a transfer function. So when nothing is given, take unit step input. When nothing is given in the question, just take a unit step input at the first point. अगर क्वेश्चन में एग्जाम में कुछ भी नहीं लिखा तो खुद से अज्यूम कर लो कि यूनिट स्टेप इनपुट है. उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? x of s is equals to what? 1 by s. So ys will becomes what? 1 by s into gs. These all are gs na, right? So we need to calculate slope. First slope means what? S into ys. That, and they are saying initial slope means what? Apply the final value theorem in this one. So initial value theorem in this one means what? Limit of s tending to infinite s into y, sorry, s into ys. Yes or no? Apply this thing for every questions, every part. You will get the answer. Yeah. Initial slope पूछे ना आपसे. They are asking about initial slope ना. So first we have to take slope. It is s into ys. S tending to infinity na, when t is tending to 0, right? So for first part, if I take this one, what you will get? S, this s got cancelled with this one, and this s left with this one. So I will get what? 1 upon 1 plus 1 by s minus 2 upon 1 plus 4 by s. Apply the limits, what you will get? 1 minus 2? Yes or no? अरे बोलो. Yep. Minus 1, initial slope. That is your answer. इसलिए मैंने आपको वो चीज बताई थी. Because they have asked you this question. See, in the gate exam, you want to calculate the value of yt, then apply the differentiation, then take t is equals to 0. Lot of time will be utilized. Okay.
Only applicable when into this step input.
Or you can apply any input. If they're asking about initial slope or any input, na, you can apply. So this is the way to calculate the initial slope. So see, they have used the concept of initial slope and given you the different transfer functions. Go with this one. Online students got the point? Yes or no? This one is clear कि कैसे solve करना है, कैसे calculate करना है initial slope के बारे में. Everything is clear? पहले s से multiply करो. इसका मतलब क्या? In t domain, when you multiply s in s domain with the ys, means you are taking differentiation in t domain. Now again you are multiplying s and taking limit of s tending to infinite, means you are applying what? Initial value theorem, not final value theorem, initial value theorem. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next class, we are going to discuss different models, different first order models, that is your mercury thermometer model, as well as we are going to start with the second order system. Okay, that's all for today. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me via mail ID, right? Thank you, online students and offline students.